Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist.
1 Minute Apologist.
If you had 1 minute
Apologia.
to be able to unpack for the audience,
Apologetic seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense.
what does it look like to live the fifth gospel? I mentioned in episode 75 that there is a fifth gospel, our life. Our life is to serve as an apologetic for the Christian faith. The Bible says that we are Christ's ambassadors. That is, we are His representatives, and we are to mirror His image in the culture that we live in. We're to mirror His love, mercy, forgiveness, truth, and peace. Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine before all men, that they may see your good works and praise your Father who is in heaven." That begs the question, what are those works? Well, the Bible shows different works that we are to show and demonstrate to give an apologetic of our life. We are to love the poor. We are to take care of widows and orphans. We are to love one another. And ultimately, we are to share the gospel. The Apostle Paul said, "I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God unto salvation for those who believe." When you think about your life, and I think about my life, it is important for us never to underestimate that our life serves as an apologetic. But we do these works not because we have to, not because we're saved by our works. We do these works because we get to, and it simply serves as evidence that we have been touched by the gospel of Jesus Christ. In his book, The Church of Irresistible Influence, Robert Lewis nicely describes what it would look like for the church to live the fifth gospel. In it, he writes, "Can you imagine a community in which you live being genuinely thankful for your church? Can you imagine city leaders valuing your church's friendship and participation in the community, even asking for it? Can you imagine a large number of your church members actively engaged in and passionate about community service, using their gifts and abilities in ways and at levels they never thought possible? Can you imagine the community actually changing because of the impact of your church's involvement? Can you imagine the spiritual harvest that would naturally follow if all of this were true?" Robert's questions of imagination to what the church could look like is a question that must start on an individual level. Is your life a shining demonstration of what the fifth gospel looks like?